As a professional UX designer whose designs have been used by thousands, if there is one thing I wish someone had told me sooner, then it wouldn't be about some courses that I should have taken or some tools that I should have mastered. Courses and tools are just mediums. What's more important is what's here, your mindset. What I'm going to tell you is even more important in today's changing world, where tools come and go by faster than ever before. The fourth point is something that I've just begun to implement myself, so I've kept that for the last. Let me cut out the fluff and get straight into it. It's not 10,000 hours, it's 10,000 iterations. I get messages every day from struggling designers. I did XYZ course and watched XYZ videos, but I'm not able to get work or get better at my work. So I'll ask them to show me their work, and then the problem becomes very clear. I mean, even experienced designers face this too. You must have heard if you do something for 10,000 hours, you become a master at it. But what most people forget is that the keyword is do, not consume. Design is a craft, like making pottery or playing a sport, or being a doctor. Would you trust a doctor who has watched thousands of surgery videos and has rarely operated? Exactly. So you got to design more than consume more. If you want to know about how I design more in less time, then get this video to like 200 likes and I'll make a video on it. In short, create more than you consume. Write problems greater than write solutions. A senior designer gave this advice to me once and it felt like an enlightenment when I realized it. Don't jump to solutions. When you're asked to design something, first figure out what the problem is, and even if it's a problem in the first place. Like the cliche quote, to a man with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Do your own research, check data, test users, define the problem statement first, and then design a solution. In short, learn to empathize or figure out what the problem is before coming to a solution. Embrace the suck. All of us suck at designing, and this is 100% true when you just start out. But the good part is, if you do what I told you in the first point, then I can bet my life that you'll only get better. This is true with anything in life. You will never feel like you're good enough or know enough. And that's okay. Be okay with being bad or being imperfect. Trust me, everyone feels like an imposter. If you find yourself in a designer's block, then I'll tell you a simple cure for it. Just design. You'll never have your best design from your first attempt. You'll never have all the knowledge to get to the best solution at your first attempt. So you have to go from a mentality of I don't know how to do it to I will learn how to do it. In short, learn to be okay with being bad and imperfect. Continuous learning, not mastery. Design is a field that will continuously evolve, and you can never truly master a skill or a tool. I used to Google how to learn Figma in X days, and I wish old Som didn't do that. You never really master a skill and then start applying for a job or finding a solution. In my own self-taught journey, I can guarantee you one thing. You learn by starting, and then when you get stuck, you ask questions and figure it out. Not mastering something and then starting to solve a problem. This isn't school. There is no test. If you're a junior designer, then use this to your advantage. Ask a lot of whys. No one expects you to know everything. You're only expected to have some strong fundamentals and the ability to figure it out. In short, start, iterate, get stuck, Google, then iterate again, and then you'll come to a really good solution. So, to summarize, create more than you consume, empathize, learn to be okay with being bad, and always be a student. Until next time, peace. If you learned something cool from this video, I hope you subscribe because it just feels nice. And here's another video for you to enjoy.